Hey, welcome back. So I was asked to make a video a little more in depth about how to use your 3D printer for our model railroad hobby. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is just the basics, just something to get you going so you get familiar with your printer and the programs and stuff. So I use a website called Thingiverse. There's several of them out there. This one just happens to be what I feel is the easiest to use. So basically, it's a free website. Everything on there is free to download. You can tip the creators if you feel so. It's not necessary, but anyway. So you have your search bar up top. I type in N scale, and it just pulls up hundreds of pages of things you could download for just N scale. But for this video purpose, we're going to use N scale container. So we type that in and we come up with all these options. We're going to go ahead and print this one. This is we'll do this one instead. A 20-foot standard container in 1/160th scale, N scale. So what we basically do is we decide we want to do this one, we're going to click it. It opens it up and gives you a better view of it. So we're going to download all files. Give you a countdown up here. You're going to see it shoot off to your computer. There it goes. All right, so we have now chosen what we want to print. We've downloaded it to our computer. So now we're going to close out of this. And that brings us to our next program. This is called the Prusa Slicer. It's another free download. Come on, open up. It's a free download. It supports every printer out there. If you don't find yours out there, it gives you directions on how to add yours, but just about everything is there to just click and it puts on all the settings that you're going to need for your particular printer. Okay, so we downloaded the program. We have our printer installed. We want to do our first project. So these will be the steps for every time you want to print something, or at least the way I do it. So up here to the left is a little box with a plus, and it says add. So we're going to click on that, and that's going to pull up our downloads from our computer. So we want to print, let's see, where is it? I have a bunch of downloads on here, so now I just need to figure out which one we are. So 20-foot standard container. So we choose that, and to the right of it, there's going to be two more folders, files and images. We want to click on files. And then to the right of that again, this is your actual STL file. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to give us a preview right below. There it is. And we want to open it. So by opening it, it throws it right on to our build plate, where we can now rotate our build plate and zoom in and make sure we like what we're looking at. And if we wanted to make any changes later on, once you get more familiar with it, you could do it now. But we're going to just keep this simple. We're going to stick with the way it is. So now that we're happy, we're going to go down to the bottom right-hand corner, and it says Slice Now. So we're going to do that, click that. It is now generated into a G code. All right, everything looks good. You can see it change color. Up here to the left corner, later on you'll be able to kind of see or read more in depth of what's going on and this, that, and the other, but you don't need to worry about that for now. All right, so now we want to click same spot down in the right hand corner, export G code. So what this is going to do is it's going to export the G code onto a SD card. Mine happens to be in the back of the computer. And that is what we're going to use to transfer this whole file over to our printer. So we're going to hit export G code, choose our SD card. I labeled mine 3D files. So we're going to click on that and hit save. Save super fast. And then we're gonna hit down on the bottom here, right down here, is basically eject your SD card. Click on that. And then you reach beyond your computer, pull out your SD card. We're only going to use the small portion of it, the micro SD card. And now we transfer it to the printer. Simply add your card, turn on your power. Now this is the Ender 3 Pro that I'm using. All right, now that we have our power on, we're gonna click our little display. I'm going to scroll down to print from transferred file, or print TF. Click on that. And our first one was standard container. Scroll down to that. Click again. And now what's going to happen is the printer is going to heat up. It's going to take a little bit, and then it's going to start printing. So if you look real close, you can see temperature's changing. The printer right now is finding its home location. But yeah, once this heats up, it's going to take off and just start printing your project. We'll come back as soon as it starts printing. Quick recap. We're on Thingiverse. We chose our project. We click download. And it's got a countdown. Sends it to our computer. Okay. We close out of this. We go into our slicer. We choose Add Project. We choose our project that we wanted, which was, I think, oh, that's Warehouse. Here it is. Our container. Then we click Files. Then we click the project we want. Then hit Open. It's going to put it on our build plate. There it is. Once we're happy with that, we go over to Slice Now. Once it's ready, then we go to Export G-Code. It's going to ask you for your SD card. Ours is that one there. Click on that. Hit Save. We're going to replace it because there's one already there. And there we go. It is ready to now be removed from the computer, so we hit Eject. All right, grab our SD card. And place it on the computer, or the printer. Okay, cycle the power. Usually yours would be off, but click, print from TF, click, there's our 20-foot container, click, and that's all there is to do it. All right, hope this helps, guys. Any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. But once you do this 2 or 3 times, it really is super easy. You can really get deeper into it, but this is the basics, and it'll get you through. All right, thanks for watching.